Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 93 of Direwolf20's Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode series. Today, stuff and things are planned. So I called out for a nuclear reactor building and we have a submission. I'm excited. So we've got a submission by Lauren Pagan through Twitter. So thank you, Lauren, for the submission. Here we go. I think I've got the clipboard paste ready to go so I don't forget it this time. So there you go, just in case it's hard to read the blue background. But there's the paste bin code if you want to go ahead and grab this one. It looks pretty cool. And it looks like it's actually really a good size for it. Now, I unfortunately won't be able to fit the big reactor that I made into this thing. So I might wind up moving the big reactor to behind the nuclear building because it looks cool and I don't want the big reactor to be in the way. But I should be able to fit my fission reactor in there and my induction casing and the fusion guy. So its design is as such. Ta-da! How cool is this thing? How cool is this thing, huh? Look at that. Fancy times. So we've got a basement area, this section that's in the black. It's supposed to be the ground floor, right here. So I don't want to move my whole setup. So I'm just going to build it elevated such that, this thing is here and then we'll kind of elevate it off the ground. Mostly because I just don't feel like moving my entire fusion reactor setup that I've already got going. But this is the gist of the building, and it looks really cool. And there's space in the center here for the induction matrix to go. And I'm thinking one of the corners I'll stick the nuclear reactor. Now, I haven't decided entirely how I want this to work. There's two kinds of approaches we can go with. I think I'm gonna just go creative mode and make it quick, just cause I want to. Everybody keeps saying why don't you use the paste from your mod, Direwolf? And that's a good question. I should be using construction paste, but we actually are just releasing a new version of the mod that's coming out in the next day or two. That's going to make construction paste a little bit easier to get. So maybe next time I do a building gadgets build, we'll do construction paste. Deal? Okay. So for this one, I'm just going to real quick open a LAN and do a game mode 1. And in theory, this should be cool, right? So we should be good to paste this building in. Ta-da! Nice. And then game mode 0. And we're back. Cool. How nice is this building? Huh? Look at this. Now there were some notes that we were going to need to go with. Now this is laboratory block, so I might grab myself a few laboratory blocks because we're going to need to make a few changes to the way the wiring works here. I'm probably going to pipe this a little bit lower so that it's not eating into the floorboards. The other thing we have is aluminum scaffolding. Slabs are apparently tile entities, so we're going to need to get a few of those. Because they weren't able to be copy-pasted into the tool, right? So let's see, aluminum scaffolding. There you are. Aluminum rods, let's just get 30 of them real quick. Shouldn't be too big a deal. Right, and then we'll get the aluminum scaffolding slabs. And then my plan is to move the induction stuff and a little bit of wiring, and a few other things, and that should be cool. So I'm assuming aluminum scaffolding slabs is what we had in here. Is that right? Or is it aluminum? Are these aluminum scaffolding slabs? Ah, okay, cool. Look at that. I think this is what they were. Yeah. Yeah. So let's get as many of these as we can, and then convert them all into this type. Cool. That works. So we want that. We want some conduits, so we want some gas-based conduits, and we might want a few others, but we'll see. That might be enough to get this thing going. So my main plan, oh, that's right, we wanted some laboratory blocks and our chisel. These things are usually easy-ish to make, right? So we'll just get a stack of them with a chisel. Cool. So it's these large steel. That's what it is, large steel. Cool. So that we're ready to do this. So I wanted to use this cool looking build because A, it looks awesome, right? How cool does this look? How cool is this? And B, it looks really cool and I want it. So what I'm going to do then is remove all this stuff and basically drop it one level lower. And then we can run these guys like so, hopefully. So that it actually looks like it's like piping in through the walls, right? How great is that? And one down, and then these guys go here. How cool is this building, guys? How great does this look? Once I get everything moved in here, it's gonna look even cooler. I love it. See, I knew copy-paste gadget was a good idea. So you should be filling back up now, deuterium, as are you, tritium, and everybody's happy. Nice. And then for the scaffolding, these guys should apparently just connect like so. And again, these half slabs are tile entities for some reason. And that's the reason they weren't copy-pasted. We'll see if tile entity supports something that can happen in 1.13. There's been talk about it, but it's definitely a lot more complicated to do, which is definitely a bummer, because it would be great if you could copy paste tile entities, right? But things get really complicated really fast when you try and copy tile entities. So for now, unfortunately, it's a nope. Awesome. See, my brain is not capable of imagining this kind of structure, right? Like, just not the way my brain works, right? That's not what my brain is for. It doesn't do that. So we'll put you there. This is for feeding the reactor in case our power ever, dies or anything. But our temperature changes at 0, and our efficiency is at 92, and that has not changed at all. So our cooling is good. Our structure is good. There's one more thing we might have to worry about, and I'm about 50% sure that this is going to be a problem. But I'm suspecting that the solar neutron activators are not getting power, or not getting sunlight, that is, for that matter, right? So they're going to need to be moved a little bit. What I'm thinking is take these gas pipes, move these guys. Okay. And hopefully I can just pop them here. And will you... Oh, look at you go. Nice. So now you're all good to go. Nice, 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 nice. So everybody's happy. Then we just have to get the gas in the bottom. Right, and you guys all insert, extract, no. Lithium, shouldn't you be working? You might need to be rotated. That's what I'm going to assume. So you are ultimate mechanical pipes. We might need some of those. And a quick nap because it's dark. And solars don't work so well during the night. Do you connect on this side? No. So that means that you will instead connect on this side. All right, that'll work. So what I'll do is just that, and then that. Cool, so now everybody's getting lithium, and that's good. You're probably a little bit low on lithium, but that's all right. We'll take care of that in a sec. This is supposed to be this. Extract. That should be cool. So you're going to fill up with tritium with a net gain, by the way. And then you are out, so we just need to get you like that. And we ideally have some kind of doohickey that will let me change this. Where's that mechanism guy? Usually he's in that bag, but maybe I moved him. That's right. There you are, configurator. Cool. So you're going to go in there. Lithium, lithium, solar neutrons. Do these guys all have upgrades in them? They do. Sweet. And you've got an upgrade, right? Yep, you're doing your thing. So net game of tritium. Nice. That's what's up. So that gets that back up and running, right? So all three of these are now exposed to sun again. No longer there's a block above them. Man, this building looks cool. I'm really hoping that induction matrices, did we ever find this out? Will the induction matrix, when I break the blocks inside of it, retain their RF? I really hope so, because we're going to do that. And if it doesn't, no big deal. Not the end of the world, not a crisis, right? Now, I believe that the way this is meant to be is that the induction matrix kind of goes in the center there. So what I'm going to do is make the center a 3x3 hole. Well, maybe not. Because I probably want to get into it, right? So would 5x5 be good? Yeah. Though it might be cool. You know what might be cool? All right, this is Dyer trying to get creative on his own now, which is really scary and dangerous, so I'm just warning you guys. All right, just be aware that this is a thing that's about to happen. Dyer's getting creative on his own. What if we place blocks like this? And then we can put the 3x3 in the middle there. Does that sound cool? All right, so remember the top, we've got this flux point here. Right? And then we've got you guys. And that should be cool. Right? So then we're going to put you guys, because what we had was a 3x3, right? Cool. And then we had induction ports. We had one in the top. We had one on the side. And that's going to be your output, right? So that's going to be your flux plug. This is going to be your flux point. And then that. Oh boy. What was that? What just exploded? What just exploded? Anybody? Bueller? Why did you... What happened here? Why are you out of control? E-magnet's not powered. Oh, yeah, no, that would do it, right? No, that would 100% do it. E-magnet's not powered. There's your problem. Are we okay now? Are we good? Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. Everything's back. We're cool. Minor explosions. I forgot. The E-magnets were powered directly by this guy. And we had no other buffer on our network. My bad. I'll own that one. Luckily, it was not a serious destruction or anything terrible, right? We're okay. Everything's good. So this guy's back. Everything's behaving the way it should, right? We're getting power. We're sending out power. This thing's working just fine again, right? His temperature change is adjusting a little bit, but he'll be back to 0 in no time. I think we're cool. We're all right. We're all right. Everything's going to go back to the way it was. You know what? Is we were supposed to have a bunch of these Tyrian blocks on the floor. And I derped that up. So let me get a bunch of Tyrian openings. I meant to before I pasted that in. And then I forgot. Let's just get 6 of them. Right? So you Tyrian opening. Let's get our exchanger, which may or may not be in this bag. Okay. I'm pretty sure the floor was supposed to be Tyrian. Like 90% sure? Yeah, that looks like Tyrian to me on the screenshot. And let's make sure that you are on fuzzy off. Yeah. You might do the outside. but that's okay. I'll just fix the outside in a little bit. That looks good, right? How cool does that look? How cool does this look? This looks cool. So did you do the outside or no? Oh, good, you didn't. Nice job. I actually don't know why you didn't do the outside. I would have expected you to. Nice, right? How cool is this? How cool is this building? How great is that? Everything looks super nice. I'm not sure what those were for on the ceiling. Oh, that's supposed to be... I see. Okay. So actually the way it is in the screenshot is the induction casing is hanging from the ceiling, from the aluminum scaffoldings. That's kind of cool. I think I'll stick with what I got, though. See? Dyer's already making mistakes. But it's okay. It's okay. We can always change it up at some point. So should I get my other nuclear reactor in here? So like this building is neat, right? I definitely want to keep this. Everything else should be good, so we shouldn't have to worry about anything else, right? We've got all the deuterium and all the tritium. This thing should be backstuffed by now, I would think. Yeah, 100% good to go. The only thing I probably want to do is move my big reactor, right? And probably move the fission reactor inside. So I think what I'm going to do is put the nuclear reactor that we have over here right there. So how are you doing? Can we... I'm wearing... Yes. Good. Why do I feel like this is like losing durability when I'm not taking much damage? Am I taking damage from something? What's going on with that? Can you wrap up what you're currently working? Thank you. All right, so the fuel reprocessor. Do we want that in there? Sure. Let's take that guy. I don't think I need quite so much Tyrion on me anymore. No Lannisters for you guys. All right, so fission reactor. Let's go tick accelerator. Not that it hurts to break the block before it's done. There you go. All right, so what we want is to kind of remember what this layout looked like, right? So I'm going to build this ahead of time. I should pretty much have it in my head. But let's center this, and let's remember that the floor is going to be fission reactor components, right? So is that cool, or should we move that? I kind of like it being there, but it's also covering up one of the lights. That's cool. White lamps are not... Okay, neat. I like that. How are we for... Okay, that's not going to show me what I want. We're fine. So with you guys... Oh, that's interesting. I should have had another graphite block. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. I was going to say, I should have 8 of those. Right. So then it's going to be... This is going to go basically here with helium in the middle. Where did helium go? Were you... Oh, there you are. Okay. It's an inventory storage problem. Let's put away some junk that we don't need. Like redstone. And I don't think I need my chisel right now, but I'm going to hang on to him just in case. But I can put away my copy-paste gadget. I'm done with him. So copper goes in the middle here, right? So helium's going to go in the middle of this section. And then the copper is going to go in the middle of all the glowstones. And then you're going to be a redstone. Like that. And that should be cool. And then we just got to put these guys around the edges. Cool. And then the controller can be right there. Nice. All right. And if we throw this in here, we should find a heat level of -112. Cool. Then we just need a redstone signal. And you're good to go. Yay. Generating power, generating uranium. And then we just need the fuel reprocessor, which can just chill. You know, really, it doesn't super matter. What I'm thinking is I'm going to put it here. Because at some point I might need to automate this, and then we can just, what we can do is all the uranium that comes out of here can be extract, always active, and insert, right? You get these guys in the back with this and this back up and running. Cool. So that when you do your thing, ideally you would be able to extract. Nice, and there's your tiny piles of uranium. Beautiful. How cool is that? Cool. And then what I would recommend is an ender chest that pipes things right into our network. Cool. Do you know Eyes of Obsidian yet? You do. What's with all like the weird flashing that goes on? This started happening like a few episodes back, and I don't know why. And it's funny because it's funny. All right. I was trying to avoid having to type. And it failed me. Because I didn't update anything, right? Like I didn't update the pack in any way, but this flickering thing just started happening, and it's just a little bit distracting. So what I could do is just put you here. Insert on brown. That works. Yes. Nice. All right. Beautiful. I like it. This is a very nice and functional building. It's cool. Do we want to have let's see. Yeah, I was wondering if there was some kind of cool ramp that we could make or something, but probably not. That looks good enough to me, right? I like that. And look at this, there's even like a ladder for access. That's so cool. That is cool. I like. All right, anything else we need to do in this room? I don't think so. Now, this guy's definitely not going to fit in here, so I want to move him, just because I don't want him blocking the view of my beautiful reactor building that was submitted. So, let's go ahead and break this thing down. So what's in here at the moment? You probably have a ton of fuel that we should be depleting, don't you? So let's remove... Let's let this run, because if I break this, I suspect all this fuel that's in here, which is actually quite a lot, is going to be voided. So let's activate the reactor here and let it run and burn up all the cyanide that exists. And then, like, either between episodes or at some point in the future, I'll move this guy to basically just behind the building. And I'll try and center him on the building, but be behind it, right? Only because, you know... reasons. I think that looks good, right? I just want to have you build to me. Also, why are you no recharging? Where's my recharging doohickey? Shouldn't I be getting recharged? That'll be good enough. Okay, there it is. It did. It recharged. Thank you. Much obliged. Saw. Alright, so you're doing your thing, right? Everybody's behaving. I think we've got a fancy looking reactor building. Like I said, once this burns out all the yellorium fuel he has, which shouldn't take too long, theoretically, maybe, you know, 10 or 15 minutes. Because we do have this, like, super inefficient, right? To my understanding. Temperature inside the reactor core. Higher temperatures increase fuel burnup, right? So the temperature is really high because we have no cooling, which means that our efficiency is probably really low. I don't know if there's an efficiency tab on here, but it's probably low. But everything's maxed out on temp, which means basically we burn through fuel super fast. And you can see we're already got a stack of cyanite, which is great because we need that stuff. Okay. So with that taken care of, does that mean we can teach plutonium blocks to this guy? I think that sounds like a good idea. Give me those patterns and make 40 more, because it's time for plutonium. Okay, so this. And you need to know how to make cyanite blocks. And you need to know how to make block of mana infused. And that's probably also block of cobalt needs to be known. And like I said, we got a decent amount of cobalt because we were mining in the nether, right? We threw a miner down there, and that got us both cobalt and nether quartz, which is cool. So, like, how much plutonium blocks can you make me at this point? We're missing some cyanite, and we're missing blocks of cobalt. Oh, why did you decide to use that type of cobalt block? Hey, buddy. That was probably my bad. Oops, wrong thing. Oop. Now, technically, and I've mentioned this before, you can use the OR dictionary thing, but I hesitate to leave that on all the time because I've seen OR dictionary cause problems in the past, right? So sometimes it's good, sometimes not, right? So at this point, we're just missing cyanite, but we can easily make the 10 things that we need to make, which is awesome. Awesome. So I'm going to make a bunch of that as soon as I get... And I'm hesitating to take accelerate the big reactor only because, I mean, it's I probably shouldn't. I don't know. I try not to take accelerate things that are multi-blocks just because I feel like you're asking for trouble when you do that. Besides, it's only going to take another minute to make that stuff that we need. Maybe I'll just ask for 9 instead of 10. I feel like that's also a way we could go. Start. So you're making all the blocks you need to make. We might need to set up some mana-infused ingot stuff, but it shouldn't be a big deal. We might, like I said, yeah, definitely probably need more mana-infused ingot. We have some, but we're probably going to need more before this series is done, so we should keep an eye on that. How are we for cobalt, by the way? Doing all right, doing all right. I should go pop into the nether and check in on that guy. Like, is he done, or did he just get stuck? That's a good question. Also, we might be able to tier 3 that thing. I'm glad I put that, like, right there where I can see it all the time, because I would completely forget that environmental tech is a thing if I didn't, like, fly past it every 5 minutes and be like, oh, right, environmental tech, we're waiting, we want to do that. Right? Like, that's a thing. I really should get Micah going as well. So my miner should be over here. I feel like it probably got stuck or stopped at some point because I expected more cobalt than that. But maybe I am wrong. Oh no, he's just still going. Okay, good. Yeah, you keep doing your thing, cobalt. Good job. See, there's more cobalt for it to get. He's cooking. He's doing his thing. All right, so let's come back in a minute. So in terms of chironite, we're getting there. We're getting there. So what I think I'm going to do is probably wrap up the episode here and expect that by the time we get to next episode, we should be ready for the Void Ore Miner, right? Tier 3. So let's get our chironites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, right? So that's 112 of those. And structure tier 3s need 2 each. And how much did I say I needed for the environmental tech Void Ore Miner? For a tier 3, we need, I want to say it was 64 structure blocks, isn't it? 56 structure frame tier 3, right? So 56 is 112. Wow, we have literally exactly just enough to make the structure tier 3 frames. That's kind of cool. Can we knock that out real quick? I don't see why not, right? Yeah, we should be cool. Let's go break this up and do the thing. So you come with me, buddy. Oops, I didn't really want to do that, but okay. Accidental void vein mining. Oh well, life goes on. So if I put my structure frame tier 2s away, right? Let's teach you how to turn those into tier 3s. Shouldn't be bad, just some diamonds. And quartz, obviously. So structure tier 3s should be 56 frames. And you're going to say, yes, I can make all that. Good. Structure panels, we need 52. So I need 32 more structure panels. Good. Stamp away. And null modifiers, we need 4 more. And laser cores, we need a total of 4. And for palladium, which comes from our void ore miner tier 3, we want a blue laser lens. Or we could just manually craft the laser lens. Haha, take that, not enough crafting cores. I can do it. And I'm going to assume that lapis is your blue coloring. Cool. All right, so there's your blue laser lens. Environmental tech is cooking, 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 cooking. Man, you are going just as fast as you can, and it's not fast enough. What's your thing? What's going on here? Orange extract, orange insert. Why are you not extracting? Oh, you're going. You're good. All right, you were just moving so fast that you couldn't even see it. Nice. Loving it. I love high-speed crafting. Are you still just like super duper taking your time here to destabilize redstone, or what's the deal? Oh, you're going. Cool, 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 cool. Back in a minute when this is all done, I guess. All right, we should be good. Let's see. Environmental tech. So there's your 56, there's your 52, there's your 4, and then we also have to upgrade this guy, obviously, which needs another block of diamonds, and apparently a lens. Let's make sure you use the yes, that one, clear laser lens, and void ore miner controller 3. Sweet. So let's get this guy hooked up. I think my environmental tech doohickey is in here, isn't it? And I'm going to clear out more space down there, only because... reasons. Only because this does get larger. See? See? It's already getting larger. Aha. Oh, yay. Food. Just what I always wanted. Alright. Can you continue to build now? And I'll tidy up the floor. Never. You could probably not exist anymore, right? That would be great. Alright, back to building a tier 3. Yeah, tier 3s are noticeably larger, right? Oops. You did the thing. So are you drawing energy now? Not yet. Are we missing something here? Maybe a laser lens? That's right. I think I forgot to grab that. I made it. I just didn't grab it. So you doing power? Hey, 10,000 RF a tick. Means doing the things. And yeah, resources are coming in. Beautiful. All right, so maybe next episode we'll get the other type, the resource guy. Only because, and like I said, I'll tidy this up at some point. Only because we need mica, right? So that's like the next stage, so we can make these speed upgradey. Oh yeah, food. I forgot. You like Steve likes food, doesn't he? All right, Devil20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and do some more fun stuff. All right, guys. Hope you liked it. Take it easy.